Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a world where money is not a concern, but a reflection of your inner power? Neville Goddard invites us to explore a revolutionary perspective on wealth and taxes, suggesting a less traveled path to abundance. In this video, you'll discover how a deep connection with your being can attract not only wealth, but also the right people and opportunities into your life. Goddard asserts that only those aligned with the same force that guides him can understand and apply this knowledge. Prepare to unlock the secret of possessing so much wealth that taxes become irrelevant, through the power of your imagination. Welcome back, as I and the source of my being are one, and I have summoned everyone in my life through my powerful imagination. Moreover, learn to pray with true emotion, master this art that will transform your desired reality into your world. Stop seeing your goals as something distant, external to you. Imagine that you have already achieved your objective, that you are already immersed in it. By placing yourself within your dream and feeling it as your present reality, you are praying in a way you don't yet know, and don't need to know. Your dream will materialize. You can become the person you want to be when you learn to pray in this way, with emotion, feeling the reality of your future now. Our essence, which is our imagination, knows no eternal death. We are beings of imagination, transitioning from one existence to another, from one body to another, from one situation to another without end. We are the Jesus mentioned in the scriptures, who descended into this world of Caesar with the purpose of, through this individuality, seeking and returning to the totality, to the whole. While we remain here, we must bear the cost of our stay in Caesar's world, in the material world. We can criticize politicians and complain about taxes, but politicians will continue to be as they are, and taxes will continue to be collected. So, the only thing left is to position ourselves in such a way that we have so much money that it becomes irrelevant how much politicians take or how much we pay in taxes. To exemplify this concept, I now recall an anecdote about President Kennedy and his father, who, having accumulated a fortune of nearly $500,000, began to worry about his children's expenses and mentioned it during a dinner. To which young Kennedy replied, "The only solution is for you to earn more money." Observe how a mind focused on abundance and not on scarcity operates. Young Kennedy did not consider reducing his expenses or changing his lifestyle, but demanded more from his source, in this case, his father, knowing there was abundance. A friend told me that his mother always told him that, when needing to spend his last money, he should think of that amount as a dry leaf to be shed, still having an entire forest from which to provide. It's a very similar vision to Kennedy's, in fact. And if one knows how to pray correctly, all money spent can return multiplied. This is because, if we understand that everything around us is a product of our imagination and that there are no limits to imagination, then there are also no limits to the amount of money we can possess or spend. If you still desire something, stop desiring it now. Stop seeing it as a longing, but as something you already have or already are. Let your only desire regarding it be to keep it in your life, not to achieve it, because you must already feel in possession of it. And don't waste time criticizing or finding faults. Identify with the best and possess the best. If you have a life, live it in the best possible way. We are here to assist you in that. The story of Kennedy and his father is not just an example of how to face financial concerns from an abundance mentality, but also a lesson on how the limitations we perceive in our lives are, to a large extent, self-imposed. Kennedy's response to his father not only reflects an unshakable confidence in the possibility of generating more wealth, but also a deep understanding that we are the architects of our reality through the power of our imagination. This understanding leads us to a deeper truth: our outer reality is a reflection of our inner state. If we see ourselves as limited beings, subject to external circumstances and at the mercy of political decisions, then that will be the reality we experience. On the other hand, if we recognize ourselves as beings of unlimited imagination, capable of creating and transforming our reality, then the possibilities become infinite. The practice of praying with emotion, as Goddard teaches us, is not an act of petitioning an external entity, but a process of alignment with the desired state. By feeling the reality of our dream as if it were already manifested, we move from desire to possession, from hope to certainty. This practice teaches us that there is no separation between us and our desires, except that which we ourselves establish through our doubts and fears. The invitation to identify with the best and to live our life in the best possible way is, in essence, a call to recognize our divinity and to exercise our creative power. Life is not something that happens to us, but something that we create at every moment with our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. By choosing love, generosity, nobility, and gratitude as the pillars of our existence, we not only transform our personal life, but we contribute to the creation of a more harmonious and compassionate world. Goddard's teaching reminds us that we are actors on the stage of life, but we are also the scriptwriter and the director. Each of us has the power to choose the role we want to play and to write the story of our life according to our highest ideals. Reality is malleable and responds to our imagination and conviction. In this journey of self-discovery and conscious creation, it is crucial to remember that we are not alone. We are part of a whole, connected with others and with the universe in ways we are only beginning to understand. By recognizing this interconnection, we realize that by improving our lives, we also contribute to collective well-being. The new and improved life we seek begins with a change in our perception, with the decision to see the world not as a place of limitations and scarcity, but as a scenario full of possibilities and abundance. By dwelling in our imagination and aligning our deepest desires with our emotional state, we open the doors to a reality where taxes, financial concerns, and any other limitation become irrelevant in the face of the magnitude of our creative capacity. It is much simpler to be noble, generous, loving, and educated, than to be a critic who constantly finds faults in everything. If others choose to live like that, so be it, but you must differentiate yourself. If you are here listening to me now, it is because you seek a new and improved life. Therefore, understand that this new and better life begins with you identifying with what is noble and superior. And you will not be able to perceive these things while immersing yourself in a critical or judgmental spirit. Choose the role you want to play in this work called life. Don't wait until the end to discover the truth. The reality is that the one who stars on the stage and their co-stars are all one. Just as they are part of a single body, the audience and the director of this work, yes, we all form a single entity, and we must dwell in our imagination. To further enhance our understanding and application of Goddard's teachings, let's explore two additional subtopics that are closely related to the core message. The power of self-concept in wealth creation. While we've discussed the importance of imagination and emotional alignment in manifesting our desires, it's crucial to delve deeper into the role of self-concept in creating wealth. Our self-concept, or the way we perceive ourselves, plays a pivotal role in determining our financial reality. Many people struggle with wealth creation because they hold limiting beliefs about themselves and money. These beliefs often stem from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past financial setbacks. To truly transform our financial reality, we must first transform our self-concept. Here are some ways to cultivate a wealthy self-concept. 1. Identify and challenge limiting beliefs about money and self-worth. 2. Cultivate a mindset of abundance by focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. 3. Visualize yourself as a wealthy, successful individual and embody that version of yourself in your daily life. 4. Practice affirmations that reinforce a positive self-image and financial confidence. 5. Surround yourself with people who have a healthy relationship with money and success. Remember, wealth is not just about the amount of money in your bank account, it's a state of being. By aligning your self-concept with that of a wealthy, abundant individual, you open yourself up to opportunities and resources that may have previously seemed out of reach. The spiritual dimension of wealth. While Goddard's teachings focus on the power of imagination and consciousness in creating our reality, it's important to explore the spiritual dimension of wealth. True abundance goes beyond material possessions and financial success. It encompasses a rich and fulfilling life in all aspects. Consider these spiritual principles of wealth. 1. Gratitude. Cultivate a deep sense of appreciation for what you already have. This attitude of gratitude aligns you with the frequency of abundance. 2. Service. True wealth comes from contributing to the well-being of others. Look for ways to use your resources and talents to make a positive impact in the world. 3. Detachment. While it's important to desire and work towards financial abundance, practice detachment from the outcome. Trust in the universe's timing and methods. 4. Inner peace. Cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. This inner wealth is the foundation for all other forms of abundance. 5. Spiritual growth. View your journey towards wealth as a path of spiritual growth and self-realization. Each challenge and success is an opportunity for learning and evolution. By integrating these spiritual principles into your wealth consciousness, you create a holistic approach to abundance that nourishes not just your bank account, but your soul as well. As we conclude, remember that the journey to wealth and abundance is not just about accumulating money, but about becoming the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. It's about aligning with the infinite creative power within you and using that power to create a life of joy, purpose, and abundance. Your imagination is the key to unlocking this potential. Use it wisely, with love and compassion, not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of all. As you elevate your consciousness and align with the abundance of the universe, you become a beacon of light, inspiring others to do the same. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of wealth, imagination, and spiritual growth. May your journey be filled with abundance in all its forms, and may you use your wealth to create a more beautiful world for all. Until next time, keep imagining, keep believing, and keep creating the life of your dreams.